Welcome to another episode of What's New at the Military Collectible Shop. I'm Jerry. This is the Military Collectible Shop. So this week, been a little bit of a busy week again. The weather's been kind of weird here, so I hope you survived wherever you're at. A lot of trees down, a lot of high winds, a lot of rain, but it still didn't stop the people from coming in, so that's always awesome when we can get some stuff. I'm going to start off with probably my favorite thing this week. World War II German camo helmet, kind of a rough sand finish, probably a 3, maybe 4 color. We're debating that. Either Normandy or Italy pattern with the rough sand finish. Decent, well-worn liner, nice chin strap, just the way we like to see them. Just enough wear. Probably a Luftwaffe helmet and an M35. You can just, I don't know if it's my imagination, but you can just make out where the decal would be, the tricolor on the one side. So that was cool. From another group of people, they brought in some stuff from their father who had served in World War II, and he brought some things back. Sticking with the helmets, we got in a decent Luftwaffe. This was also an M35. We can tell the M35s because of the separately applied air vents, as well as some of the inner lining kind of things. But nice liner, decent remains of a decal. Not the best, but we know what it is. It's got a nice been there, battle-worn look. Almost looks like little remnants of some snow camouflage were still on it, some whitewash. When the Germans painted their helmets, they actually used a whitewash rather than a white paint for the most part, so they could actually scrub it off. Because when the snow went away, you didn't want to be standing out there with a white helmet on. So, from those same people, we also got a German Luftwaffe officer's dagger and Hitler Youth knife. Nice Hitler Youth knife. Very nice blade on it. Nice RZM maker mark. So those are always popular with collectors. They had also brought in some Imperial edged weapons. We got an Imperial German sword, 1885, and then this one is kind of neat. This is actually another German sword, but this one is actually to a guard unit. So it's got the guard star on the thing yet, and an engraved blade. Sadly, no unit marking. From those people, there were also a K98 Mauser with the attached bayonet that was brought back. Unfortunately, this had spent some time in an attic, so it did develop a coating of surface oxidation, or as we like to call it, rust. Might clean up. We might just move it as is because it's kind of a neat decorator piece, even in the state that it's in. It's got kind of a pleasing look to it. From somebody else, this was just kind of fun. I hadn't seen one of these before. In the Vietnam era, these were called short timer charts. So when you only had 90 days left, it kind of worked like an advent calendar, where you start with 90 and you kind of work your way around opening the little doors with the corresponding numbers. FIGMO is an Army acronym for forget it, or I got my orders. So, interesting. And this is actually dated 1969. So kind of a fun period piece, from the Vietnam era. I picked up a set of Canadian World War I ammo pouches that I was happy to get. Cavalry bandolier, which I was happy to get because those of you who know me know that I have my corresponding Jawa blaster. So the ammo pouches will go with the Jawa blaster. That's a nice display. Just this week, We actually got in a nice early naval grouping. What's interesting about this is that the guy actually had Mexican border war service, and then went on to serve in World War I and in World War II. So we're running the research on him right now, but this is a real fresh group. So we're hoping to find some more information. And from the same house, we picked up what's known as the Military Order of the Loyal Legion medal, or Malus. The Malus medal, very beautiful medal, was actually done in 14 karat gold. So a lot of the value of these medals is actually in the gold weight itself. And I was able to, thankfully, save this from being scrapped because, well, I had to pay more than the scrappers did. And gold is gold's come down a little bit, but it's still kind of at an all-time high. So not a cheap metal, but a pretty metal. And what's awesome about these is that each one of these is numbered and traceable. This group was formed by Civil War veterans, officers, basically the day that Abraham Lincoln had died. So again, the Military Order of the Loyal Legion. So they wanted to be sure that there was a body in place that held their loyalties, to the president and to the country, and so they formed this group. So a very nice medal that we're also researching right now. So, and last night Mark did just get in another nice collection of a lot of stuff, actually. Two groupings from families. I think it was a father and an uncle that both brought things back. So we'll probably have him go through that tomorrow. And we did get a large box of swords that arrived in the mail from Sarasota, Florida. So we get stuff from all over the country, which is always fun. And we get a lot of stuff locally. We just picked up another collection. I'll give you a sneak preview of that maybe. Actually, don't tell Mark, but come on with me now. We just got this stuff in, and so it hasn't seen the light of day yet. So we've just been putting it here in the library. But it's a pretty big pile of uniforms. We've got more headgear. We've got more swords and daggers and bayonets and field gear. This is pretty cool. This is a cuirass. Do you have one of these in a 2X? From World War I. So we're going to be going through that pretty soon, and we'll share that with you as well. So remember, shh, it's our secret. So that's been some of the stuff that's come in this week. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of it, although kind of quickly, I know. But we've been getting a lot of stuff in. So as we get it in, we'll try to share it with you. One, it helps us remember what we got in when. We've been getting so much stuff in lately, it's been hard to go through it. We're actually trying to find some help to help us sort through and organize and sort and catalog and that sort of thing. So we're working on that. But we've been getting a lot of good feedback from all of you, and a couple thumbs down. Hey, but haters gonna hate, right? So, but we do appreciate the good feedback. There's a lot more people who like us and subscribe, so that's always appreciated. If there's ever anything you have interest in, particular interest, you want to learn a little something more about something, you want us to talk about something more, we're always happy to do that. Drop us a line, send us an email. You can visit our website at militarycollectorshq.com. You can email us through there. So, until next time, I'm Jerry, this is the Military Collectible Shop, and now you know what's new at the Military Collectible Shop. Be kind, everybody. See you soon.